In a while. I can't even tell you the last time. But I hope you guys are having a great day today, man. It is the 7th. And the watch of the day actually just took it off because I'm going to be talking about it. It's Aragon. Actually have a couple of Aragon, well, these two Aragons. And I got two other watches in here. Normally I bring a bunch of, but I didn't bring a bunch with me today. But yes, today, man, I want to have a discussion, man. I want to talk about a topic that has been hitting the my algorithm lately, man. So I was like, you know what? Let me have a discussion about this. So, let me say this. I have, it's very interesting. I'm gonna tell you a story about, one of my AD stories, and we're gonna talk about Rolex, and some other stuff, man. But before I get into that, before I get into the story, I was looking online, and I know that we're in this where I can't wait for this political stuff to be over with, man. But I've noticed that there were a number of channels that they're watch related channels, and they took a I'm gonna say a left turn, and they were discussing watches and possible like watches that you could possibly have. Yo, what's up, Thelonious? That you could possibly have in your collection. And I'm such a component of listening and learning and getting your point of view. And this individual channel, there's actually a couple of them that I saw. I was like, I'm looking at it, and they were talking about luxury watches, and I'm sitting there like, okay, that's interesting. Didn't think about it from that perspective. Okay. And then it was like, well, the watch market, right? I don't follow the trend of the watch market, luxury watch market, that is, because that's not in my wheelhouse. That's not my vein. Like, do I like luxury watches? I don't know too many people that don't like a luxury watch. You may not own one, but I don't. I mean, dude, one, we won't say it. Like, Rolex is definitely a watch that a number of people I know. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a Rolex, man. And if I did, it'll be a Datejust, something sensible. I got my reasons why I like that watch. I like the Patek and the APs, but you know what I'm saying, after I've handled them, I'm like, okay, there's some other watches that I found more, like I found Chopard actually a lot better, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what I like, right? Jay Jones, what's going on, man? Who else just came in here? Oh man, it's my nemesis. Hey, I got security. Wait, I got people. So you can't sneak up on me. My nemesis is in here. Yeah. What's happening? All right, so check this out. With that being said, no, I'm good. I'm good on coffee, bro. Y'all, man, you're gonna have me up all day mess with that coffee. Okay. What's up, Bob, man? What's going on, man? What's happening? All right, so let's jump into this topic. I'm listening to these shows, and they went straight, like, hey, the watch market is crashing, and it's this, and it's because of the Democrats. And I was like, yo, what? And it was 3 channels that I saw yesterday that I was looking at that I clicked off because I said, I don't even want to hear the rhetoric. I said, now, because I do pay attention to what's going on politically. I'm more concerned at what we can get done, point blank. I don't care who's in charge. I need stuff to get done because we got veterans out here that's suffering. We got school teachers not getting paid enough. There's so many different issues. I mean, I'm not, again, that's why I don't talk about it. But I was like, yo, and I'm not telling these other channels not to talk about it, but I'm like, bro, y'all sound foolish, man. Y'all continue that dumb rhetoric, and you actually are contributing to the issue of, like, we are in the United States now, with the exception of, I know I have some people on the channel that you guys are Ireland, Holland, Italy, some parts of Africa, Iran, Iraq, all of my people that's overseas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys see the news too. But see, that's why I'm like, we should, in this vein, in this realm right here, just keep it, you know what I'm saying, to the topic, bro. That's crazy. That is so crazy. You know, and I understand that I'm not going to have a topic. You know, I may talk about something that you may not like. Guaranteed, there's going to be some of you watch guys that look at the watches I'm going to show today. You're going to be like, nah, I can't mess with that. Case in point, I was watching James, right? He did his latest video. He talked about the sizes of watches, like the circumference, the dimensions and stuff like that, right? And I left him a message on there, you know what I'm saying? Like, telling him, like, hey, you know, what he was talking about were watches in the 40 millimeter, 42 millimeter range, and the lug to lug and stuff like that. And I said, when you come to companies like Aragon, this is my watch of the day, right? Which I'm gonna upload to Watch Crunch here in a little bit. This watch is massive, right? It's about 50 millimeters, man. I don't even know what the lug to lug is. Hold on, let me see something. So that's a 47. I would say this thing is about 52 millimeters lug to lug. Just measuring off of this, it's about 52, 53. But like, shoot, there's a shack piece. It's 65 millimeters in diameter, right? But it's 71 millimeters lug to lug. That thing, you talking about huge. And when I say those dimensions, I'm telling you, there's some people that you guys like the 36 millimeter, 37, and the 40. You won't go for 40. So you couldn't even imagine, like, your watch can fit inside that shack piece at least 4 times, right? You could put a 4 times on. You could put 4 Rolex Datejust in that shack piece and still have space, you know what I'm saying, around. But here's the deal. It's about what you like. So the question I have for you guys, you can answer this. Anybody, we're 6 minutes into it, almost 7 minutes into it. Are you a person that when you buy watches, when you approach watches, are you one that you dive into the hype, whatever is being projected on social media, be it Instagram, because there's a lot of commercials, Facebook especially, there's a ton of commercials on Facebook when it comes to watches. If you look up a watch one time and you accept the cookies, and I learned that if you accept the cookies, then they're going to show those watches on a regular basis. But are you one to buy watches because of hype, whatever's the biggest thing, and also if you don't own a luxury watch, right? And let's say it's over 5, like I'm going to say Tudor, starting at Tudor. Would you start saving up for that watch because of the hype, just to get it and showcase it, to let the watch community know that you obtained something that is known in public spaces to be a great watch? That's the question. Or do you just buy it because you like, oh, I like that, I see it, I'm getting it? Let me get into the comments real quick. White is power. Thank you for timing that person out. Continue to keep us separated. I have a millipede, Trap. I bet it's 55 to 58 millimeters lug to lug. I bet you it. I wouldn't doubt it. 36 to 42 is a sweet spot depending on style, in my opinion. Okay. And you know what, Thelonious, I don't even know what vein that I'm considered to be in, because I'm gonna tell you this. I have a Kraken, my Invicta, and as far as I'm concerned, that watch is huge. The lug is crazy, but I enjoy wearing that watch. I mean, it's just something about putting that on. And then you know what else? The Magnum, and I make fun. I pick with Vic so much. Anybody that's like, oh, okay, who is Vic? Vic is another one of my guys, man. If you're new to the channel, look at some of my old videos, man. This Italian guy, he's been with me for a long time. I pick with him about the Magnum because it is a big watch. The dimensions are huge, but I enjoy wearing that watch. But then I can go down to my 40 millimeters, man, and enjoy wearing this. I mean, it really don't matter to me. You know, it's like what I like. I don't like the big watches. Okay, and see that's the thing. It's like, you know what? Let's talk about this real quick. Now this is called the Silverjet. This isn't even made anymore. This is an old style by Wing. So many different dimensions and all kind of look at what he did to the bracelet, man. Like, look at the details, man. Like, this bracelet is over engineered, right? You're like, what style is this, right? This is a sports watch, and I believe it has 200 meters of water resistance. Screw down crown, NH35, translucent dial a little bit, and the lumens is nice on it, and it's all about that action, as I would say. Where you at? There we go. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody. I'm telling you, it's not, because like this is a big watch. This one right here is not. This is another. This is an Aragon. I wore this yesterday. This one has an NH38 in it, and you see that the lume on it is great. This is actually, it's NH70. It's NH70. 42-hour power reserve, I believe it is. Or was it 46? I know it has a larger power reserve. I think it's like a 46-hour power reserve. But this one, and it has an engineer bracelet, man. Like, that is crazy, this watch. Man, it comes in different sizes. It's 48 millimeter. And I imagine that the lug is probably 53, 54 millimeter. You like what you like. And that's the thing. I think I like 1 millimeter to 100 millimeter watches. And I like more dressy. Thickness. Oh, hold on, let me get into this. One watch collection, honestly, is a Rolex Explorer. I'll get that and be done. If I can't get that, I'll just wear my Miami. Okay. Thickness and lugs love play more of a role in wearability than I am for me. Okay. I like more dressy watches. The watch is cool. Everybody's big up and Bob right now. I like that watch. The millipede has one of the best bracelets I've seen. The millipede bracelet is on a different level, Bob. It's on a different level. But see, here's the thing. Some of the watches, Bob, I can tell you this, Bob. In circles, there'll be people that won't like the watches that you like. They'll consider them to be gaudy, too big, or whatever. And what's the point? Why bother, right? And Bob, you represent one of millions of people that like Invicta pieces. And then what's crazy too is, and I'm gonna get into my AD story. I sat there at Moria Jewelers and talked to the wife of a collector that started with Invicta, that still has Invicta in his collection, but like he was buying a Grand Seiko, I believe, and something else. I can't remember. I don't know if it was an AP or Patek or whatever. I know he was buying some expensive pieces, and she was explaining to me like he likes watches as a whole. And what I gathered from her is not, I don't know if this what circles he roll in, but you know, the watches that he picked was just something that he liked. I'm not gonna necessarily say it was a hype watch, but that is the big thing on YouTube, because there are channels that there are at least several channels that most of their content is all Rolex, and then secondary would be Omega, and that's fine. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of hard to find those channels that will literally, at least for me, because I don't know what it is. I research on a regular basis a lot of watches, and they will not recommend new channels. They won't recommend certain stuff for me. It's always like the Rolex, Omega, and other, like some of the more expensive brands. Let me see. Let me get into it. I would say it depends on the wrist size and what you like. The bracelet is fire, Trap. Oh yeah. So I'll tell you, a watch that, you know, in a lot of circles you won't see it. It's not a hype watch or anything like that, but it's from Spinnaker. It has a tribute to a 70s design, right? I showcased this watch. I got this watch from the wind-up July 12th of this year, and nearly a month ago I got this watch, and I wasn't like, the dimensions really don't bother me at all. I think this is probably one of like the more dynamic watches. I mean, it's just the way it looks, man. Got that bead blasted finishing on it, man. This watch is just, I don't know, it's a piece of equipment, but I like it. It's certain watches that hit me. It was like, yeah, I love the design. You know what I like about this watch? So look at the minute and hour hand. You see how the minute hand is like, it's like a lobster claw, so it's so much bigger than the hour hand. Like, it's crazy. It's like one of them lobsters that you see where it got the little hand on one, and then he got this big old claw. That's what this reminds me of, and I think it's so oddly shaped on there, so I just like it. I like it, and I really don't have anything bad to say. Like, you know, if I was to review this watch, there's nothing negative I would say about it. Nothing. And if you know, and if you interpret that as like, well, okay, there has to be something wrong with it. You don't always have to be something wrong with it. I mean, that's up to you to decide, because it may not be the size that you want. It may not be from the company that you want. Right? You're like, okay, who is Spinnaker? Like, man, why would you get that? You may not like the shape. So I'm not here to tell you what you like and what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Or what the issues are or whatever. Plus, I'm noticing one thing, though. Noticing one thing that I would say is like, ooh, hold on, I'm going to show you too. Hold on. I'll show you. Let me get this camera flipped around. Okay, let's see if it'll show it. Can you see where it's wearing at? It's not focusing. Okay, you see there where the bracelet meets the case? It's showing signs of wear right there. So I would say that is a design flaw. Is that gonna bother me? Not really. It's on both sides. It's not gonna bother me one bit. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I don't have any, like, other than that, I don't have anything bad to say about it. But I'm not gonna say that I won't buy. I have bought watches from Hype. The Moon Swatch, I bought that because I was like, oh, I gotta get that watch, man. It's a Hype watch. I gotta get that. And there are circles that absolutely hate that watch because they feel like it deters the brand. It brings a blemish to Omega as a whole. Some consider it a money grab. Hold on, let me see. Ooh, wait a minute. Comments. Let's get in there. I'm wearing a 15-plus-year-old iForce today. Still a beautiful watch in my collection. I posted it on Victor Hall. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Oscar, I love when companies over-engineer. It shows that originality is still prevalent. Take it seriously. I like that too. I'm looking for one of those. Couldn't find one. This watch is old. Yeah. I like a vintage case. Yeah. The bracelet. I'll make sure I got all the comments, y'all. Okay. All right. So with I'm going to show you something else too. I'm going to talk about this watch, and I haven't reviewed this watch or reacted to it outside of showcasing when I got it in this ball. Now I'll explain something to you about this watch. The very name, the very nature of this watch. I bought into the actual name, like how people buy into Nike, how women buy into Chanel or Louis Vuitton. And some women Coach. Even though, I say it like that because Coach, being a name brand, I think some of the women I know used to collect Coach like on a regular basis. Now they're like, Louis Vuitton is the new Coach. No, it ain't, because Coach is inexpensive in comparison to a Louis Vuitton bag. But the point I'm making is I bought into the hype of the name, right? Because the name is synonymous with accurate timekeeping. It's synonymous with American heritage, right? This company went on record as to helping our government, our United States Army military, with their weapon systems. They were making certain instruments for weapon systems outside of the watch, outside of it, right? But now that you have this watch, right, ball plays a major part. So when you think of ball, you think of tritium tubes. You think of Swiss-made quality, right? So, like, there's a number of things that came from information that you received, either word of mouth, it was in your family. Then I'm talking about way before there was a social media. Somebody had to tell you about this company, right? Or you knew somebody that dealt with this. So now that we know, now that we have a social media, I can honestly say from the YouTube videos I've watched, I don't see ball being represented that often. And the name is just as prestigious as a Rolex. And it's actually an older company. This is much older than Rolex. Yet and still, I mean, like the price point though, these watches range anywhere. I've seen them as low as $799 all the way up to like $3,000. I'm pretty sure there's a ball that's more than 3,000, but the ones I've seen is up to $3,000. Number limited pieces depending on which one you get. There's nothing significant outside of that. Not like the moon watches, like the Boulevard or the Speedmaster. That, like, you don't see that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get back to the comments. Wow, Vic, really? Vic is in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. Vic is in here. He said Trap is always capping. Go on somewhere, bro. Hey man, stay out of the urban scenes, Vic. I'm sick of you learning about all this different stuff, man. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Don't egg them on, y'all. Don't egg them on. Dude, come in talking about capping. I'm capping. Oh my gosh, he learned a new word. Next thing you know, Vic's gonna have a diss track for Drake or something. God, dog. Somebody put Vic in timeout, bro. You got two? Let me see. Now, you think of now you want a ball. Hey, bro. I'm on the iPad with a keyboard, so it's not too bad. That's a lot of typing. Okay. Hold on, let me see. Oh, wait. If you want non-Rolex watch content, check out Peter Costa, Bruce Williams. You're terrific. The Knights watch, Brave Beaters, Escapement, and watch. Now, I do know Peter Costa. I think Peter Costa has a relative time. I like relative time too. Social watch reviews and Average Bros. Okay, so I know Average Bros. Social watch reviews, I don't know. You're terrific. I have to check that out too. That's, hold up, because you know I got a screenshot because I ain't gonna remember all that. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I'll look those up today. Bruce Williams, never heard of him. Relative Time, I think he has a great channel. The way he talks, he's funny how he talks, man. He's so monotone. You know what? The one thing, I think that's the one thing that like kind of attracted me to the channel is the way he delivers. He takes his time with it, though. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I seen him review Aragon before. There's not a lot of channels that will review Aragon, which I thought was amazing. I think that's amazing. I like those channels that stick to what they set out for, and it's like, hey, let's talk watches, and yeah. Now, because I've looked at the drama, the beef that goes on YouTube, you know, and I don't participate in those. I had my fair share back in the day. Yeah, YouTube is good. Like, YouTube is a spot where, you know, of course you can get any piece of information and learn about stuff. You have to look for it, man. But yeah, I'm still getting Anthony Farrer recommendations, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear nothing else about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about that guy. Look, where he is, man, and I hate that. I'm like, YouTube, like, and then like YouTube has this option now when you're going through and scrolling, it'll say, do you want to stick to the topic? And I'm like, yes, stick to the topic. I'm like, because that's my most searched content is watches. I'm also a cheapskate. It takes a special watch if I spend over $200. I splurged and just got the Aragon Evo Millipede with the Damascus dial. It's gorgeous, cool bracelet too. Allen wrench for size. Okay. Yo, what's up, Showcase? Oh, SoCal Watch Reviews. I watch him too. Teddy did a pretty good video on ball a few years ago. Yeah, I saw that one. Vic is the Italian E40. He is, man. Ooh. Man, what you, Jay Johnson? We got to gang up on him. Yeah, the man that posted a diamond watch today. Yeah. Morning, brother. Hey, you know what? The entire country, please, yes. If you're gonna be praying, don't just pray for me, bro. When you pray for the entire country, man, that includes me. So yes, and yes. I will never ever deny, bro. Like, nope. And that's the biggest thing, man. And I made that, like, again, I'll poke fun at what is it? The presidential reign campaigns and stuff like that. I'll poke fun at it. I'll poke fun at the silly stuff that people say. And I will make a point of saying that, hey, look, can you guys stay on topic? You know, and of course I'm just yelling at the screen, but I'm like, hey, can you stay on topic? I don't care about the back and forth. And it's funny seeing grown men and women call the name calling, yo mama, and all, like, yeah, that the Planet Dozens, that makes America look weak. I'm like, come on, man, like, you embarrassing us in front of other countries, man. Get it together. But then going back into the what I was saying earlier, it is amazing because the channels that I saw, I'm watching, looking at like supposed to be watch reviews and information, because I am curious on the watch market. So if you are one that buys because of hype, will it benefit you to wait until see how the market works out? Are we going to hit a recession? For those that want to buy your, if you are looking at the Rolex pieces that are over $10,000, right? Will you be able to obtain that, you know, at a lower price at the end of the year because of recession? And how would that affect, you know, those companies? You know, now, of course, Rolex ain't gonna go nowhere. If Rolex dropped, I'll always look at the market that I've seen. When Rolex came down in price, I've seen other companies come down in price. Some other companies went the other way, like, you know what I'm saying? That's was a micro brand stepped on the gas, like, oh, they added $100 or $200 to their prices of their stuff. Likes and stuff, brothers. Stay positive. We'll pray for you all. Thank you. Heck yeah. Paul from Dallas, man. What's going on, Paul? What's happening, brother? I was literally typing that. Pray that I get a monster. Oh my. He just gave me a 10% headache. Man, what's wrong with you? Man, you crazy, bro. You crazy. Wow. Wow. Man. You can't make this stuff up, bro. This is hilarious. He said, pray that I get a monitor. Aragon bracelet, dynamite, my ultimate grail and final piece may be obtained in 2 weeks, man. Shout out to my man Vic. He may be getting his grail piece. I'm gonna say he's getting his grail piece in 2 weeks. And can't wait for you to post that. We're gonna have a party, bro. We're gonna throw, man, that's gonna be big. That's gonna be big. Cause I mean, it's an enjoyable thing, bro. Whether you buy for hype or just leisure, like whatever you like. That's what I like about this channel, man. There's so many different perspectives, so many different ways to collect. I know we got a collector that is, he's trying, or what he's doing is buying a watch out of the collectors, like from collectors, because they, you know what I'm saying, like he wants to be, and I've done that, you know what I'm saying. It's like I have a number of watches from a number of you guys out of your collection, man, and I'm like, yo, that's big, bro. So like I can literally do a state of the collection from the collectors. I can literally do that, and I can show you all the watches that I got from people that's been watching the channel over the years. Very premier pieces, and they're not going anywhere type pieces, you know what I'm saying? So, Luciano, what's going on? I don't have some magnums. My ultimate grill. Okay, yeah. Yo, and hello. Rolex needs to be half price, but still way too high. I get, man. Need that monster trap. Hey, man. I told you that's one of my goals on here is to get to a point where my channel can facilitate. I can actually do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can reach out to a company like, hey, could you send me this? Could you know, can I get that? They send it to me, I review it. And if they let me keep it, I can just send it out to you guys. That's how I feel about it. Hey, Joe, stop. You should open up a kiosk at the local mall. Jay Jones could open up a kiosk. No, I haven't. So I have to mail out. I'm mailing everything out at one time. I have some other stuff I have to mail out, so I haven't mailed Jay Jones stuff out yet. I have a number. I don't like going to the post office multiple times. So I was waiting on these bracelets to come in, and once they came in, I went and got them yesterday. So now I can mail stuff out today. On top of doing some, I gotta take my son sign up for college. I just want to say, love your live feeds. Just never get a chance to catch it live. Oh no, you good, bro? Dad mods. Yo, bro, yeah, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. I got your message too. Leo's on here. What time is it? Okay. Yeah. I can't go past 11:30 because we have a 12 o'clock appointment today. Thank you for the love. Yeah, man. You're a major part of the community too. And you know, I would love to do a video with you, bro. I love to do a video with you, man. Let's talk. Because I think that's the other thing too, is I know we talk about the watches that you could buy for height and stuff like that, but we hardly ever talk about modded watches. And I have three modded watches with two more. Is it three more? Two more. So I have mine that's being built, and then I have another one that is being modified. Yeah. I have an Invicta timepiece that's modified to what I want it to be. It took it from being, that's one of the advantages of Invicta being as big as they are, because it was a quartz at first. Now it has a Valjoux in it. Yeah. So it was already a chronograph, but the movement, it was an ISA movement. I forgot the actual number for it, but it was an ISA movement. And one thing about some of the ISA movements, and I believe that's one of the reasons why they went out of business, is they just couldn't get it right. You know, the quartz just kept burning out. And I replaced the movement on that watch twice. And I said I wouldn't do it again. So like it would have been 3 times, and I said So now I'm switching it over to an automatic. Haha. See, hey, it doesn't pay to be a troll. You get no time over here, man. I got people that's on it. They don't want that, man. They don't want that. You're part of the reason why people just get burned out on YouTube, man. Y'all come in with that foolishness. It's funny that you wake up in the morning just to cause trouble, but then like it's annoying, man. You like a little net when you're trying to eat your food, a little net. Like, just get out of here, bro. Dang. If you want to be on YouTube, then start a YouTube channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Or do something. Take up knitting. I don't know. Find something to do with yourself. I enjoy many watches enough that I'll never spend my annual budget on one watch. Hio Silver. Hey, Bob, so let me ask you this. If your salary, if you had a big enough salary, large salary, let's say you were making, I don't know, $300,000 a year, right? Just coming to you. Be it, I don't care if you were retired. If you had $300,000 a year coming into you, would you would you spend over $1,000 on a watch, or would you buy a $10,000 watch? I'm curious. And that goes for, you know what, because everybody, you know what, here's a beautiful thing. There's a number of you guys in here that will not spend over like $500 on a watch. And I know that. What's with the trolls today? Nothing better to do? I guess not. Let me get you back on screen. Yeah. Vic, you need to come on with the come on, bro. We need to get that in. Two bros in a watch. You know what I'm saying? I think if Rolex drastically lowered their prices, they drastically increased their market, and no doubt their revenue. $3,500 watches get sold. 50,000 sits around. Yeah, that 50 grand, $50,000 watches is. I mean, it'll get sold. $50,000 watches will get sold, but then. I'm just gonna say my personal opinion. I believe that like the $50,000 Rolex or any Rolex in that vein is in severe competition, you know, with the top percenters, because like, why would they? You know what I'm saying? It's like I just feel like the people at that level, they'll see it, they may buy it, but then they'll trade it. You know what I'm saying? To get something else, or they'll pass on it to get, you know, something that's more interesting. Well, I mean, me personally, I'm like, yo, I can see myself if I'm making a ridiculous amount of money, like say $1 million a year, right? And I'm gonna talk about something else after I tell the story. $1 million a year is something crazy. I would be in a position like, hey, you know what? I like this watch that you make. I like that model. Let's customize it. I mean, because if I got to spend over 50,000. And if I got 50 grand to spend, it'll be easy for me to give you another, I don't know however much you charge for it to be customized. I'm like, I don't want the same watch as everybody else at that price point, because other millionaires will have that watch, even if they made 15. Because like at that point, not saying I'll be in those circles, but I'm like, shoot, if I'm spending over 50,000, and like I'm doing it now, I'm getting a watch customized at my price point now. So I know I don't want nothing that anybody else got at all. DK in the building. Trap doesn't. Oh, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. He said I don't send links no more. DKKKKK. Degenerates. A symbol. You make that video, bro. I'm done. You make that, or have your boy make that video, I'm done. Big timers in the house. I would definitely trap. I don't know. Rolex will never reduce prices. They created Tudor for that lane. Oh, okay. Man, I need to tell this story. But all right, so last night I was looking at a video about Tudor, and they were discussing Tudor, and they was like, well, Tudor don't do certain things to their watches because it's already considered to be a homage to the Rolex Submariner, right? And I was like, wait a minute. That wasn't the original design. I mean, the original purpose, or the purpose for Tudor, it was a watch that the less fortunate, or the, let me see, what was the term my man used, financially challenged people can actually get, right? And it's still high though, you know, in comparison, man. Like, you could buy a used Tudor. I know right now Moria Jewelers has one, I think it's around $3,000, if not under $3,000. Then they got one that's $3,400. It is a 41 millimeter blue bezel with the black it's blue and black. It got a blue bezel, and the dial is black, like a flat black. It's a beautiful watch. It's $3,400 right now, right? And I don't get, if you go to Maury's, I don't get anything, no kickbacks for that. Would be nice, but I don't get no kickbacks. Just letting you know if that's what you're looking for. But like, I don't think Tudor's trying to be a Rolex. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how it's almost like in the sneaker community, man, you got Jordans and then you got Team Jordans. If you wear Team Jordans, you look down upon. I'm like, how can you be snobby? If you got a Tudor, how can somebody with a Rolex look down on somebody with a Tudor? And it said that, well, you got a Tudor because you couldn't afford a Rolex. Man, bro, y'all keep moving this goalpost, man. Like, bro, are you serious? A Tudor is still brand new. That new Tudor GMT that's over $4,000, bro. What is you talking about? That's a that's a nice down payment on an expensive ride, just to get you to spend $800 a month on $100,000 vehicle or something, man. Come, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Robert Wood, what's going on? If you had the chance to host a watch meetup, which city would you choose and why? If I can host a meetup, I believe I would do Tennessee. I would do Tennessee. And the reason why I do Tennessee is because of the culture. Because of the culture, man. Because I would love to have the vendors and all of the stuff. Like, I would like to do a tour of the city. So my idea of that, of having a watch, is like the lifestyle, because sometimes I feel like that's not showcased when it comes to watches, man. Some people, when they displaying at these wind-ups, stuff like that, you see the culture, you see what they're bringing, because they'll bring a piece of that. But I think it'd be so dope to have like local vendors in Tennessee, boy. Yeah, if anybody that's been to Tennessee, their nightlife, their lifestyle there is amazing. I would love to do Tennessee. And in some cases, I would like to do something that's centralized so everybody can actually come, because there's some cities that don't get it. But I would choose Tennessee, man, just for that, and the culture of Tennessee, bringing it to that thing. That's hands down, hands down. If your bills are paid, your kids are fed, your girl is happy, and your PP getting touched, what's wrong? I don't even know why with this dude. Then go and get whatever watch you want. DK. Tudor's fire. Hello, Roberts. I want the Tudor Miss Piggy Chrono. I haven't even seen that. Trap, we could just have a post where everyone share their religion, and we can just have a meetup in a... Hold on. I said religion. Their region, and we can have a meetup in that region close to most subscribers. You can visit Kenny in Tennessee. Well, Kenny's been in Chicago for the past 2 months too. Well, people are stuck on the name. Even though Toyota makes Lexus, they're going to want Lexus. Yeah, you know what? And I'm going to tell you this. In the micro brand space, okay. Ooh, yeah, I get a little time. In the micro brand space, I do know that I would much rather them stay small, because I don't want them to get any higher than what they are, right? And I'm seeing that, Christopher Ward, not a micro brand, independent. They do an amazing job, and I believe like they've made a name for themselves. They're solidified. There's no way around it. Like, they're great in that vein that they're in. And I don't have one yet. Maybe down the line I'll have one. But there's so many different brands. But like, for example, Dufresne. I think Dufresne is one of those companies. I'm cool where he is right now, and I'm pretty sure he would like to. I don't know what he like. Let me not talk for Steve. I don't know what he would like to be. Maybe he would want to be a bigger brand, but I like the brand where it is right now, and he has a uniqueness to like the design language that he has, to where I'm like, okay, hopefully he stay in that vein. You know what I'm saying? Because I like what he offers, and he has a brand that I will buy another piece out of his catalog. I will, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain companies I won't do that with. You know, I'm like, hey, it's one and done. Some companies you can't do that with because they only have one model. So yeah, it comes down to and I was actually gonna do this video on homage pieces, because I have been put in a position where, like, going back to Maury Jewelers, I was asked the question, because I had on a homage piece, why didn't I wait to get the real deal? And I told that person, I said, well, I know that I like the design of the original, but I didn't want to spend that much money, because the original watch, like the Black Bay Pro, I didn't want to spend $3,900 on that watch. I like it, but I don't want to do it. And I had another option, because who was it? Crap. Squale actually does one that's close to the look of that. And that one is about $1,300. And I said, okay, I can get the Squale version. And I don't think the Squale is a GMT. I don't think it may be, but I don't think it is. But it still has that bezel. You know what I'm saying? It just has that look of that Black Bay. But then I saw Sam Martin had one for $150. I was like, sold. You know what I mean? So let's see. The Tudor Chrono was thinner. Toyotas last longer and don't cost the amount of new car. Yeah. Give me a Toyota. Kendi has relocated to Tennessee and will be selling on the JT. Kendi. Oh, yeah. I saw that. I whip a Corolla. Yeah. Those look fun. Air King or Datejust. And see, yeah, Wayne's Life. I like that. So that's my speed. If I was the owner of a Rolex, it'll be that. It'll definitely be one of those. And I like the Air King, man. I think the Air King is dope. So there was a squad. I did see that one, and that's a 38.5, 38 point. I'm gonna just say 39 millimeter timepiece, and it's just as small, but it's thinner than the actual Tudor GMT. And that one is in the vein of $1,100 to $1,200. That Tudor Black Bay Pro again was $3,900. I saw one less than that. I saw one pre-owned for, what was it, $3,100, I believe. Most people are cheap. Rolex and Tudor is Tudor. Most people don't want substitutions. And I get that. You know, and we can go back and forth with that, but you know, it's really up to the individual. At the end of the day, it's up to like you, what you want. But then too, you know, some people don't do homework. Man. They buy and I do know people buy because of hype. I've been in conversation with people who bought a watch and they was like, this isn't what I really wanted. And they end up regretting and selling it or trading it for something else. And the unfortunate thing, here's the most unfortunate thing about watch collecting. You can't put your hands on it, and if you don't have an AD, or if you're not close to an event center or city that's doing an event, you don't know what that watch really feels like, because I can show you a watch all day long and you like, Trap, that watch looks amazing, but then you get it on, you're like, oh, that watch too heavy, or it's not heavy enough, or like, man, I don't like it from this angle. There's so many different things that can happen in that vein, man. So gotta do the homework. Yeah, you have to do homework. Put some respect on the Corolla's name. The GR Corolla is not a regular Corolla. My bad. I gotta look that up now. Now you got me. I'm like, okay, let me see what he talking. Hey man, I feel like I just got laser beam, man. Thelonious just shot me, man. I'm sorry, I promise. Hey, and I respect that. And I'm gonna tell you why I respect that, because I love cars. Man. And when we're talking about certain cars, I've been in debates with people about like some of my favorite vehicles, right? I love the '63 Impala, one of the dopest cars that was ever made. But like the Chevelle is my favorite, and it was going back and forth, like, well, Chevelle, man, that was a boat anchor. I said, a boat what? It's a boat anchor, man. You should get this car. You should think about this car. I said, your mama's a boat anchor, bro. Don't you ever disrespect. I was a little younger, and I was like, quick. I know you shouldn't be talking about people. His mama could have been dead. But yeah, I was like, hey, time out, bro. Don't disrespect this car, bro. I got a sea stern until I get a Doxa. You know what? Yes, I don't need, but I'm just gonna say I need to get my hands on a Doxa to see what it look like, because I've been seeing them, I've been looking at them, and I'm like, I'm curious. I'm really curious about that watch. I'm an ATL, so I will make the trip. And literally the same, because created by the same founder. That's why Tudor has been on fire the last 5 years. Yeah. Oh, what? Y'all crazy. Chevelle 454. Whoo, come through, boy. JJ, didn't you say you had one? You had one before, didn't you? 12-inch wire rim, 16 switches on the 63 Impala. Come on. I went to a car show and seen one, man. It was gold. It was a gold brown. It was gold trim. It was a brown Impala, and it had brown leather interior with the piping. That boy had 16 switches. I was like, yo. He was hitting them, man. Then he made a dance, boy. Oh my gosh, man. Them tires are bow-legged, man. It's like like, get off me, man. I'm telling you, bro. That thing was crip walking, bro. God. Whew. Then it had airbags on it, but the sound system he had in it was ridiculous, man. Like, you couldn't breathe. Like, if you stood by it, man, the metal was just bending and conflict. Oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible. Ah, dog. Oscar, we are the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. I seen that on Facebook. Mark from Island Watches talks very highly of Doxa. Wilson, welcome in. Welcome in. Gentlemen, at least no Manta hat on the horizon. No, the Manta is actually at the crib right now. Trap had the Hearst shifter. Ooh. Come on, Jay. Why you... God, dog, man. That's my... I'll tell you what. Nothing else, man. Headed to work. When we going live. Let's see. I'll probably go live Friday. Let's do a community, because I don't know if I'll be able to do a Sunday. So I'm gonna have a community day Friday, and I may be going to St. Louis. Maybe I may plan a trip tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I got to get him that watch back, but I also want to go and just see the facility and stuff like that. So I'll hit it up and see what's happening. Which one? Hoping they don't bring back the El Camino. Hey man, El Camino was hey, that was fire too though. Everybody had El Camino that I knew, like where I'm from. All of them had El Caminos. Okay, all right. I'm glad my appointment is like right up the street. Now I'm gonna have to haul tail. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching. I may go live again tonight. I don't know. I got to work this out. I got to see how this is going to work out. And if I go to St. Louis, of course, I'm taking you guys with me. We'll pop up down there and look, and hopefully we can get a tour or sit down with Justin from Manta. And yeah, I got to email him first, so he don't know. So Justin, if you're looking at this, yeah, I was planning on bringing you to watch and just putting it back in your hand and stuff like that, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, any other watches that I get in, you guys will be the first to know, of course. And let's set up for a possible live tonight. So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. Thank you, guys. Dad Mods, man. Let's holler. Let's talk. Okay. Hey, y'all be blessed.